The USA is a big place. Big. Within the wide-open spaces of the contiguous United States, Alaska, and the far-flung islands of Hawaii, there's just about every climate and ecosystem you can imagine, from temperate rainforests and pine-clad mountains to deserts and scrublands. Naturally, there are a lot of national parks dedicated to preserving the best that nature has to offer in the USA. In this video, we explore the national parks in the USA. We've collected a list of the top national parks in the USA attractions, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Yellowstone. The granddaddy of American national parks, Yellowstone is the oldest in the United States, founded in 1872. When it was first discovered, stories of the magnificence of the area were passed off as lies and tall tales. You can see why. Erupting geysers here belch steam and water, such as the Clockwork Old Faithful. There are boiling springs, like the Grand Prismatic Spring. This is a veritable rainbow of unbelievable colors thanks to differing temperatures and minerals as the waters spread out. Number 2, Grand Canyon. Renowned the world over, the Grand Canyon needs no introduction. One of the world's largest canyons must be seen to be properly appreciated. Whether you visit the north, south, east, or west rim areas, it's always a giant sculpture of light and shadow that barrels its way across an awesome landscape. Around the national park encompassing it are many trails and viewpoints. Cape Royal on the north rim is a top vista of many major parts of the Grand Canyon. Number 3, Yosemite. This famous national park is a popular place to explore some of California's best nature. There are giant sequoias that tower into the air at Mariposa Grove, there's the glorious green of Yosemite Valley with its granite walls, and there's the spectacular Vernal Fall, an iconic sight of the Merced River falling 317 feet to the pool below. Yosemite National Park welcomes a whopping 4 million visitors annually due to its popularity. Still, thankfully, there's space for everyone amid the sweeping peaks of Half Dome and the gleaming lakes. Number 4, Acadia. New England's only national park, dating back to 1916, Acadia sits on the coast and boasts some dramatic views of this region's storied shoreline. Acadia National Park is about rewarding mountain hikes, strolls along the shore, beautiful bike rides, and drives that will induce oohs and ahs. This national park has a surprisingly varied landscape, from its dense forests and languid lakes to boulder-strewn beaches dotted with lonely lighthouses. Number 5, Denali. Denali National Park is the monumental tract of land that makes up Alaska's most famous national park. The centerpiece, by a long stretch, is Denali. Formerly known as Mount McKinley, this towering mountain is the tallest in North America at 6,190 meters above sea level. It's truly a sight to behold, as its snowy tip seems to pierce the sky. This ancient land is primed for exploration. Snowy boreal forests, desolate tundra, jagged mountains, and lakes all play host to caribou, moose, grizzly bears, and wolves. Number 6, Shenandoah. A breathtaking national park, Shenandoah is full of wildflowers in summer. In autumn, however, the trees burst into brilliant oranges and reds for some prime fall foliage. Located 75 miles from Washington, D.C., this national park has lengthy hiking trails to discover. Part of these trails makes up around 100 miles of the Appalachian Trail. Hiking is certainly the order of the day here. Climbing up to the peak of Old Rag Mountain, for example, is strenuous but worth scrambling for the views. Number 7, Carlsbad Caverns. Located 25 miles from a former ranch town, Carlsbad Caverns National Park is a network of caverns and is in equal parts an eerie and incredible sight to behold. The main chamber of the cave itself, called the Big Room, is impressive, to say the least. To access it, you can choose to take an ear-popping elevator that runs the equivalent of the entire height of the Empire State Building. Number 8, Hawai'i Volcanoes. Set on Hawaii Island, or the Big Island, as it's more commonly known, Hawai'i Volcanoes National Park encompasses Mauna Loa. This massive volcano has a summit that, surprisingly for these Pacific islands, is sometimes covered in snow. The national park also features volcanic coasts made from cooled lava flows, rich rainforests, magnificently green mountain meadows, and geological formations such as lava tubes. Number 9. Bryce Canyon. Bryce Canyon National Park is famous for its rock formations. Known as hoodoos, these spire-like sandstone rocks jet into the sky for a supremely interesting landscape. It's been sculpted over time by freeze-thaw erosion that has morphed the soft sandstone into the marvelous landscape it is today. Various trails, such as the Rim Trail, are weaving through the rocks. At last in the list, number 10, Crater Lake. The only national park in Oregon, Crater Lake National Park is named after the eponymous lake, formed by a huge volcanic eruption around 7,700 years ago. It's the deepest lake in the entire United States. The sparkling waters of this magnificent lake itself reflect the surrounding craggy mountain peaks and its mirror-like surface for a gorgeous effect and some inspiring photo opportunities. Over 90 miles of trails crisscross the park, but most of these can only be accessed in summer as snow covers trails for much of the year. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite national parks in the USA? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.